Hi, welcome to Finding Joy Within. I'm Pawlowski, and I'm a certified life coach and spiritual growth coach. And I haven't always been a life coach or even known what a life coach was. But about in my late 20s and early 30s, I started to really sort of question what our purpose was. Not from a career perspective, but really kind of like, what is life about and what are we all doing here? And I started to sort of tippy-toe around that idea a little bit here and there, and then I'd get pulled back into my career and get pulled back into my life. But about 9 years ago, someone very important to me experienced a devastating and unthinkable tragedy. And watching her move through that experience and being close to that experience changed me. I was no longer sort of tiptoeing around like, what's the purpose? I was in this space where I needed to know what the purpose of life was. If terrible tragedies happen every day, why? Like, why? I didn't understand it and I needed to know. And so I went on a spiritual journey, and that journey took me many places. It took me in lots of different directions. But one of the places it did bring me was to this perspective that I'd never considered before. Really based on the idea that we're spiritual beings having human experiences and not the other way around. And that perspective and diving deeper into that perspective really helped me see that maybe there was a purpose for tragedy on a spiritual level, and that gave me some comfort. It didn't make it okay, so to speak, but it gave me comfort, and it gave me this different view on life in general that really helped me. And I also started to do lots of work in the personal development space and in understanding the brain and understanding our thoughts and our patterns and our emotions, and I was so hooked. And I started to see my life change. I started to see this happiness inside me and this sort of peace that I hadn't had in a really long time. And I also started to really work on the things that triggered me and to work on a lot of the long-held beliefs that I had and a lot of the wounds that I carried even from childhood. And those things really held me back. And as I started to do more of this work, I was totally hooked and totally committed, and I realized I absolutely loved helping others with this as well. And that's why I became a life coach. And so I'm here just to offer you some tools and ideas and perspectives and processes that will help you live each day happier.